The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. The boys of summer are back. Ottumwa baseball is coming your way on 1240 AM and 102.7 FM KBIZ. Ottumwa Bulldogs sports broadcasts are brought to you by these sponsors. Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, opening soon with new upgrades to make your bowling experience even better. Champion Bowl, where bowling is fun. By Cole Palace Cafe and Books on West Main Street in Ottumwa. By the Train Depot, good quality gourmet food selections. By Community First Credit Union, with over 16 locations to serve you. By Shannon and the team at Dixon's Floors and More. Stop in today and check out the awesome showroom and let Shannon give you a free estimate for flooring, cabinets, and fireplaces at Dixon's Floors and More, just past Walmart in Ottumwa. By Family First Chiropractic, where their goal is to get your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for life. Family First Chiropractic, West 2nd Street in Ottumwa. By Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications. Lisco of Fairfield. By Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union on the corner of Penn and Jeff in Ottumwa, where it feels like home. See them today and see how easy they make getting a loan. By Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse in Ottumwa. Thanks, Southern Iowa, for voting them as your favorite restaurant and pizza place. Proud to support the Bulldogs. By Ottumwa Community Schools, where they are proud to engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Go Bulldogs. By Dr. Dwayne Petrito and the team at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Call them today for a free no-obligation appointment and get a smile that lasts a lifetime. By River Hills Community Health Center, with locations in Ottumwa, Centerville, Oskaloosa, Richland, and Sigourney. They have been growing healthy communities for over 20 years. Visit riverhillshealth.org for updates and more information, or find them on Facebook. By Slayton Polaris, your home for the best deals on Polaris ATVs and Rangers. Stop and see them today, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. And by Sonic Drive-In, featuring made-to-order American classics, signature menu items, and speedy service from Friendly Car Hops on North Highway 63 next to Walgreens in Ottumwa. Now, let's get you to the field with the voice of your Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High Baseball is on the air. Good evening, everybody, from the baseball diamond at Ankeny Centennial High School. Jason Van Arkel reporting tonight. Annie Argo is our on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. It's the opening of the Class 4A Sub-State Playoffs as your fifth-seeded Ottumwa Bulldogs take on the number 2 seed in the sub-state bracket, the Ankeny Centennial Jaguars. Despite the disparity in the seeds, these two teams come in with similar records. Ottumwa's 11-10 on the year. They went 7-3 in the CIML Metro Conference. Ankeny Centennial is 13-11. Now, they went 3-9 in the CIML Central Conference. Admittedly, that's a tougher conference. Centennial had to play the likes of Ankeny. They had to play Dowling, whose season ended because of COVID-19. They had to play Johnston. Now, they had some teams that were easier, like Marshalltown as well, but the Centennial Jaguars have had a tougher schedule. But, you know, Ottumwa's come on in the latter half of the season, and the Bulldogs feel confident coming into tonight's opener. It's 3 wins to get to state for Ottumwa. If they win tonight, they will play on Monday. Not sure who or where yet. That'll be determined tonight. And if Ottumwa wins on Monday, they'd get to a sub-state final next Wednesday. But that's looking ahead into the future, and a future that Ottumwa can only secure by continuing to win. We've reached the winner-go-home point of 2020. The two head coaches, John Yeager for Ottumwa, Mark Hay for Centennial, are meeting with the umpires at home plate. So let's take a look at the starting lineups first for your Bulldogs. Leading off and playing second base, Dominic Delahoy. Batting second, the shortstop, Mitch Wood. Jesus Jaime at third base bats third, and Brody Evans, the designated hitter, bats cleanup. Trey Swartz at first base, batting fifth. Blaze Rominger, the right fielder, hits sixth. Max Thomason, the pitcher, will bat seventh. Andrew Cole in left field, batting eighth. Batting ninth, the center fielder, Colton McKinnon, and the Bulldog catcher is Julian Moore. As for Centennial, leading off and playing center field, Avery Gates. Batting second, the right fielder, Gabriel Monosmith. The number 3 hitter is the shortstop, Keaton Gray, and the cleanup hitter is their pitcher, Trey Morris. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Jackson Powell. The number 6 hitter is Tate Williams at third base. Ryan Vermeer, the catcher, will bat 7th. Isaac Brewer, the first baseman, batting 8th. And batting 9th is the left fielder, Dylan D'Angelo. On the mound for Ottumwa, as we mentioned, Max Thomason gets the Game 1 start. Thomason has had a very good season as he is making, I want to make sure I double-check it right here, is making his 5th appearance, his 3rd start. He's 1-1, a 0.41 ERA, 17 innings pitched. He's given up just 10 hits, 3 runs, only 1 earned run, 2 walks, 2 hit batters, and 5 strikeouts. Opponents hitting just 149 against Thomason. Centennial countering with Trey Morris, and he is a senior. He's also their best hitter. As a pitcher, Morris making his 5th start, 6th appearance. He's 3-2 with a 2.92 ERA, 26 in the 3rd innings pitched, 26 hits allowed, 11 runs all earned, 8 walks, 4 hit batters, 27 strikeouts, and opponents hitting 260 against him. So he's been good. He hasn't been completely unhittable. And Ottumwa hoping that they can find a way to hit him enough tonight to score a few runs and get out of here with a victory and have a Monday game to look forward to in the semifinals. Now, if you haven't seen this, I believe our operations manager, Dwayne Cook, posted this on Facebook after I let him know. Just for the sake of mentioning it, because for the Ottumwa fans in attendance, this happened to them. We can't pretend it didn't. We were here. We were all set up. Most of our fans were already here. It was about 6:30 or so. And all of a sudden, somebody came from the athletic complex kind of behind this baseball diamond here and asked everybody to clear the field and go into the locker rooms because there was a report of an active shooter not on the Centennial campus, but in an apartment building adjacent to the campus. So everybody from Ottumwa went into one of the locker rooms, and we weren't there very long, no more than 10 minutes, maybe less than that, and the all clear was given when we came back out. And, you know, we never saw anything or heard anything. I know a couple people were reluctant to go into the locker room because of the COVID-19 concerns. You know, that is what it is, but just for passing along the news, that's something that happened, but it's passed. They gave the all clear. We came back out, and we should be getting started, if not on time, close to it, scheduled for a 7 o'clock first pitch, just a few minutes away from that now. And they're about to introduce the starting lineups here. In fact, they're starting the starting lineup introductions right now. They're introducing the Bulldog lineup first. Bulldogs will wear the red jerseys tonight. White lettering trimmed in dark gray on the back, white trim on the collars and sleeves. Red caps for OHS with the red O trimmed in white. You've got the white pants with the red stripe for the Bulldogs. Centennial has home white jerseys trimmed in black and pinstripes. Jaguars in black script across the front, black numbers lower front, black numbers on the back, pinstripe pants, and black caps with the Centennial Jaguar logo for Ankeny Centennial. We're up here on the northwest side of Ankeny, just off of State Street, if you happen to know where that is. We're not too far from being out of town here at Centennial, just a couple blocks north, a couple blocks west, and you're into the farm fields. They built this high school just a few years ago. They built a new Ankeny High a little further south in town. They replaced the old high school and added a new one, and they've been a two-school community for a few years now. We are just moments away from the national anthem here, and when we get to that point, we'll take a 2-minute timeout and we'll return and have the opening pitch of tonight's ball game. Just waiting for them to finish the introductions. A reminder real quick, we have playoff softball tomorrow night. Bulldogs at home taking on Urbandale in the regional semifinals at 7 o'clock. We'll have that live on the radio. We're not allowed to live stream it video because of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Let's take a 2-minute break from the national anthem. We're back with the first pitch on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
Hi, I'm Mark Frimeware, new owner of Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, Iowa. Call us at Champion Bowl to join the fun. We have new hours to better serve you. We are open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to midnight, and noon to 10 every Sunday. If you just want to hang out in the lounge, we have a full bar and a great menu. Make sure and like us on Facebook for weekly fun and specials at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, where bowling is fun.
Yes, the great outdoors is wide open. So why not make the most of it? Expand your family's freedom with the off-road's best. Like the only built-in GPS that doesn't require a cell connection. And group tracking that lets you spread out on the trail, but stay together for the journey. Polaris, think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
Old Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Cole Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Cole Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Ottumwa High Baseball, the start of the sub-state playoffs on KBIZ. Bulldogs at Ankeny Centennial. Right-hander Trey Morris on the mound for the Jaguars. Defense behind him, Dylan D'Angelo in the left, Avery Gates in center, Gabriel Monosmith in right, Tate Williams at third, Keaton Gray at short, Dane Churchman at second, Isaac Brewer at first, and Ryan Vermeer behind the plate. Dominic Delahoy will lead it off for OHS as we're just about ready to get underway. And he's kind of double-checking that camera angle there. We're doing the best we can. They gave us a spot first base side. We're not allowed to be behind the plate. Delahoy batted .281 in the regular season. 11 RBI. And the first pitch of the ball game is in the dirt, ball one. Our first pitch at 7:02. We'll get you the game time weather conditions in a moment. 1 ball, no strikes. Morris into the wind and the pitch. High, 2-0. 90 degrees. Although, thankfully, we've had some cloud cover roll in. We'll call it partly cloudy. The sun is not out right now. That's helping. We also have a breeze as that pitch a little bit high, and it is 3-0 to Delahoy. Southeast wind 12 miles an hour. That's blowing right to left. Ball's hit to the left field corner. Will get a boost. That pitch high, and it's a 4-pitch walk to begin the ball game for Dominic Delahoy and Ottumwa. And that brings up Mitch Wood, the future Iowa Hawkeye. Mitch hit .358 in the regular season with a home run and 12 driven in. Bulldogs are coming off a sweep on Tuesday over Des Moines East. Centennial hasn't played since July 10th when they swept Ames. As the pitch to Wood is in there for a strike, 0-1. Centennial was supposed to play Dowling on Monday, but by the time Monday rolled around, Dowling's baseball season had been ended due to COVID-19. In many ways, the Class 4A race is wide open now. As Wood hits a drive to left center field. That's well hit, going back, way back. That ball is up against the fence. Delahoy heading around third. He's getting the wave home sign. The relay throw will not be made. It's an RBI double for Mitch Wood. And just like that, the Dogs have an early 1-0 lead. Wood on the 0-1 pitch doubles to the fence in left center, driving in a run. And Ottumwa's got a run before they even make an out. Here is Jesus Jaime, who better be on some All-State teams this year. He hit .380 on the regular season, 5 home runs, 31 driven in. He had a grand slam on Tuesday in the Game 1 win over Des Moines East. Runner at second, nobody out, 1-0 Dogs, top 1. First pitch from Morris. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. Wood gets his lead at second. Morris from the stretch. And that pitch chopped foul at the plate. Rolling over here near the camera. Ball will come to rest on the warning track, and the count goes to 0-2. And under the COVID-19 rule, someone's got to come from the Centennial dugout to pick that up. So Jaime trying to protect the plate. 0-2, runner at second, nobody out. Ottumwa leading 1-0. A walk to Delahoy, then an RBI double by Wood. Now the 0-2. Fastball, a little bit off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jesus Jaime trying to drive in the second run of the top of the first inning. The 1-2. Breaking ball missed. 2-2. No, it was 0-2. Now it's gone even. Head coach John Yeager, where he always is, coaching the third base. Luke Gomet, the first base coach. Hoping Jesus Jaime can come through with another big knock. Wood at second, the 2-2. High, 3-2 with Brody Evans on deck. A good contingent of Ottumwa fans has made the trip up here to Ankeny Centennial to watch the Bulldogs embark on the Sub-State Road. Early 1-0 lead for Ottumwa here in the top of the first. 3-2 to Jesus Jaime. The payoff. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's out number 1. That'll bring up Brody Evans. Brody hitting .241, 5 runs batted in. And now we've reached the area of the batting order that will be critical for Ottumwa probably today, and assuming they move forward if they want to get to state. Brody swings and misses, strike 1. All season you've known what you're getting out of Delahoy, Wood, and Jaime at the top of the order, and also what you get out of McKinnon at the number 9 spot setting up the top of the order. Those 4, 5, 6 spots after Jesus Jaime and trying to find consistent production all year. Here's the 0-1. Fastball, strike, 0-2. Trey Swartz on deck. Wood at first with 1 out. His RBI double has given Ottumwa a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. Trey Morris brings it home. It's up and in, 1-2. Sunshine has come back out here. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brody Evans. A look back at second. Another look, and the pitch. A little bit up and in, 2-2. Well, like Jesus Jaime, Brody Evans has gone from 0-2 to 2-2. Jaime got it to 3-2, then he struck out. See what Evans can do with a 2-2 pitch. On its way. That's lifted down the line in left. That's a long run and foul in the corner. Boy, Brody hit that ball harder than I thought. The wind gave it a boost too, but it's foul, and the count full, 3-2. Didn't sound like he hit it that hard off the bat, but the left fielder D'Angelo chased it all the way into that corner. There's not a lot of foul territory down there. About an average amount of foul territory behind the plate and along the first and third base lines. Less than what we have back home in Ottumwa. Still 2-2 to Brody Evans. And now Morris will step off the rubber. Now he looks in again for the sign from his catcher, Ryan Vermeer. Wood stretches his lead out at second. Another 2-2. Bounced it in there, 3-2. Another full count. If nothing else, Ottumwa's got a run on the board, and they've forced their starter, Trey Morris, to throw a lot of pitches. They've got another pitcher on the roster with an even better ERA than Morris. I'm a little surprised they didn't start Churchman. As the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. Back-to-back full count strikeouts for Morris, and getting his second run in the innings up to Trey Swartz. The numbers don't jump out at you with Trey. 125 batting average, 3 RBI. He's swung the bat a lot better the last 2 weeks or so. Trying to find a way to get a base hit here to drive in Mitch Wood with the game's second run. Ottumwa leading 1-0, top first, 2 down. The pitch. A little bit high, ball 1. Morris took something off that time. You've got Trey Swartz facing Trey Morris. T-R-A-E for our Trey. T-R-E-Y for Morris. The pitch bounced in there. Good backhand by Vermeer. But the count 2-0 to Swartz. Hitters count for the Bulldog first baseman. Wood gets his lead at second. He's been there since he doubled in Delahoy. A look back at second in the 2-0. Big swing and a miss, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Trey trying to find a pitch he can drive right here. The kick by Morris in the pitch. Swing and a pop foul backing out of play. Count evens at 2-2. That one might have been a little bit above the letters. 2 balls, 2 strikes on this warm, humid Friday evening in Ankeny. Bulldogs with an early 1-0 lead. Hoping to add at least one more to it. Runner at second, 2 down. Now the 2-2 to Swartz. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So after giving up the walk and the RBI double, Morris strikes out the side, but the Bulldogs get a run on a hit. They leave 1. We go to the bottom of the first. Ottumwa 1, Centennial coming up. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Bottom of the first inning, Ottumwa's offense handing Max Thomason a 1-0 lead to protect before he ever takes the mound, and as he throws his warm-up pitches, we'll get you the Ottumwa defense behind him. Andrew Cole in left, Colton McKinnon in center, Blaze Rominger in right. Jesus Jaime at third, Mitch Wood at short, Dominic Delahoy at second, Trey Swartz at first, and Julian Moore behind the plate. Again, Moore's been the starting catcher ever since Game 2 of the doubleheader at Des Moines Roosevelt earlier this season, after Adam Deniston suffered a dislocated kneecap on a swing and has not been able to return. Adam's here, I believe. He's been with the team ever since, but unfortunately that injury appears to have ended his season. Hopefully the season has more games to go after today. A good start again for Ottumwa with an early 1-0 lead. Avery Gates, Gabriel Monosmith, Keaton Gray, the top 3 in the order for the Jaguars. So here is Gates, the senior, batting .318. He's driven in 5. He's drawn 10 walks, but he's also struck out 10 times. Left-handed batter. First pitch from Thomason. Call to strike, 0-1. Our home plate umpire with a bit of a delayed signal. Gates was backing away from that pitch. Max from the windup. Here is the 0-1. On the outside corner, strike 2. You know, Thomason first established himself this season out of the bullpen. He threw 2 scoreless innings against Ankeny in the early part of the season, leading to that win over Ankeny in Game 2 of that doubleheader. The 0-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. And in his first postseason start, Thomason strikes out the first batter on 3 pitches for out number 1. Here is Gabe Monosmith, the right fielder, a junior hitting .347. He's driven in 8. Thomason's first pitch to the right-handed batter sails high for ball one. As we mentioned, Centennial 13-11. They're 9-3 at home, only 2-6 on the road. So you think, how are they so much better at home? Well, the level of competition has something to do with it. We'll get into that here. The 1-0 to Mono Smith. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. The home games for Centennial: two against Des Moines East, two against Marshalltown, two against Valley. They won both of those. As the 1-1 pitch, off speed outside, all the way to the backstop, 2-1. Two against Urbandale, which they split. Two against Johnson, which they lost, and two against Ames, which they won. Their road games: two against Johnston, which they lost, two against Dowling, which they lost, a split at Southeast Polk, and a split at Waukee. That pitch lifted in the air to pop up. That'll be Delahoy near the bag at second to make the catch, 2 down. So one of the reasons Centennial's been a lot better at home is that they've had to play a lot of their toughest games on the road. That brings up the shortstop, Keaton Gray. Gray is senior, hitting .346, 2 doubles, 5 triples, 10 runs batted in. 2 out, nobody on for Centennial, bottom of the first. Your Ottumwa Bulldogs lead 1-0. Thomason's pitch. Popped it up, right in front of the mound. It's right there for Thomason. He'll make the catch, and that's an easy 1-2-3 inning for the junior. After an inning, Bulldogs 1, Jaguars 0. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of Joan, watch me leap though.
Top of the second, Bulldog baseball, brought to you by Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. By Dr. Dwayne Petrito at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa, where they want to give you a smile that lasts a lifetime. Call today for an appointment. And by Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, opening soon with new upgrades to make your bowling experience even better. Champion Bowl, where bowling is fun. Top of the second inning, round 1 of the sub-state playoffs. Ottumwa 1, Ankeny Centennial 0 as the Bulldogs come to bat in the top of the second. It'll be Blaze Rominger, Max Thomason, and Andrew Cole to face the right-hander Trey Morris, who in the first inning walked Dominic Delahoy, gave up an RBI double to Mitch Wood, and then struck out the next 3 hitters. Rominger comes in batting .271. He's hit a couple of triples, and he's driven in 7. Bulldog right fielder hoping to get a second inning rally started and let Ottumwa add to this 1-0 lead. First pitch, downstairs, ball 1. The third baseman, Williams, is playing in a little bit in case Blaze decides to lay one down. The 1-0. Fastball, strike, 1-1. That heater's been a little hard to handle for the Ottumwa hitters, except for Mitch Wood, who drove it to the left center field fence. That ball chopped foul at the plate, and the count goes to 1-2. Thomason on deck. One ball, 2 strikes to Rominger. Wearing that camouflage sleeve on his right arm, his throwing arm. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Chased a high one for out number 1. That's 4 strikeouts in a row for Trey Morris. So here's Thomason, the pitcher. 3 for 9 in limited batting opportunities. And he's drawn a walk as well. So that on base is 400. That's pretty good for a guy who only bats when he pitches. For the most part, anyway. That pitch, a breaking ball that missed, ball 1. Morris has been able to throw the fastball for a strike. His off-speed stuff, he really hasn't found the zone. Here's the 1-0. That pitch low and away, 2-0. Scoreboard's in right center field here at Centennial. The flagpole right behind it. That wind again blowing right to left. Swing and a miss by Thomason, 2-1. Two balls, one strike. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a foul back, 2-2. If Thomason can put one in play here, find a way to get on base with one out, top of the second. Ottumwa with an early 1-0 lead. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, chop foul, and a good job by Thomason to kind of drag the bat through the zone there, get a piece of it, and stay alive, 2-2. Morris into the wind, and again the 2-2 pitch. Up and in. Thomason ducks out of the way, counts full, 3-2. Another full count. Already the third one that Morris has had. He threw 24 pitches in the first inning. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss, and Max pounds the dirt with the bat in frustration. That pitch was up high, but he swung and missed for strike 3. 5 strikeouts all in a row for Morris. And the batter, Andrew Cole. Cole, 5 for 41 on the season. He has driven in 5. First pitch on the way here. Missed a little high, ball 1. Two out, nobody on for Ottumwa here in the top of the second, leading Centennial 1-0. The 1-0. Ground ball, first base side foul. And the count evens at a ball and a strike. Cole digs back in. The 1-1. Fouled back, and it's 1-2. Colt McKinnon on deck if the inning continues. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Andrew Cole. Morris threatening to strike out the side for the second inning in a row. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is 6 straight strikeouts for Trey Morris. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Ottumwa 1, Centennial 0. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
Bottom of the second inning. Sub-state playoff baseball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Ottumwa 1 and Ankeny Centennial 0. Again, a reminder, regional softball play begins tomorrow night. Ottumwa at home at Houston Field taking on Urbandale. First pitch at 7 o'clock. As a reminder, the game will be live on the radio on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union turned down our request to live video stream the game. Even in light of the COVID-19 situation, we will videotape the game and we will post it for playback. We're not allowed to post it for 24 hours. So, again, our apologies, and if you have a complaint about that, please write the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Trey Morris will lead it off. He'll be followed by Jackson Powell and Tate Williams for Centennial. The wind by Max Thomason, and the pitch, a swing and a pop-up foul. Backing out of play for strike 1. Morris, a .371 hitter. That's tops on the team. He's hit 1 home run, the only home run that the Jaguars have this year. He's driven in 17. That's also a team high. Thomason winds and the 0-1. And it hit him in the back with a breaking ball, and the first base runner for Centennial comes via the hit by pitch. For Thomason, that's the third batter he's hit this year, and with nobody out and a runner on first, the batter is the DH Jackson Powell, a left-handed hitter. We will get a courtesy runner for Centennial, and that's Gabe Murphy. All right, so the numbers on Powell. A 263 hitter with 14 runs batted in. Murphy down at first has stolen one base this year in one try. Swartz holding Murphy on. And the pitch comes in high for ball one to Powell. Powell, a tall left-handed batter. Digs back in, doesn't bother with any batting gloves. Thomason from the stretch. The pitch, runner goes. Pitch is a strike, the throw down to second, the tag, and out at second is Murphy as he's gunned down by Julian Moore. The tag by Delahoy, 2-4 on the caught stealing. Count is even at a ball and a strike, and now it's one out and nobody on. Thomason will go back to the windup. The 1-1 pitch. Low and away, 2-1. That changes the tenor of the inning a little bit. 2 balls and a strike to Powell. Thomason's pitch. Upstairs, 3-1. Now, Thomason was pretty locked in the first inning. His command a little more shaky here in the bottom of the second. He's hit a batter. That was erased in the caught stealing. Now the 3-1 to Powell. And that's lifted in the air to left. Going back is Cole. Still going back. And that ball is over his head and all the way to the track. Andrew gets it back in, but that is a one-out double for Jackson Powell. And boy, how big is that caught stealing now? I think Andrew thought he had a beat on that, but again, the wind is blowing out to left. The ball wasn't hit that hard, but the wind carried it over Andrew's head. That brings up the third baseman, Tate Williams. Williams, another left-handed batter, a senior, hitting .303 with 15 runs batted in. Ottumwa leading 1-0. Centennial with a man at second and one down, bottom of the second inning. The pitch. Lifted to shallow left, coming on is Cole. That's going to be down for a base hit. Powell will be stopped at third. Not a very fast runner, but it is runners on the corners and one out. And now the catcher, Ryan Vermeer. Senior hitting just 194. He's driven in 9 runs. Catcher running. Another left-handed batter. See if Thomason can get himself a ground ball here. Catcher at the plate, usually a good candidate to turn 2. That pitch is... Oh, they called a balk on Thomason, and the game is tied at 1 on a balk. Wow. I guess Thomason never came completely set. The home plate umpire called it. Just like that, the lead gone. It seems like we always have a strange inning, and this has been it. Now runner at second, and the pitch. Down and in, ball 1. Time called as Julian Moore out to talk to Thomason. He's probably telling him, probably something mechanically. It seems like Max might be trying to aim those pitches just a little bit. That's just my untrained eye watching his motion there. It looks a little different than the first inning. 1-0 count here to Vermeer. And the pitch. That's hit in the air to the right side, foul. And out of play, and the count evens at a ball and a strike. Max from the stretch. A look back at second. The 1-1. Ground ball to second. Delahoy to first in time for out number 2 as Williams goes to third. And the unfortunate thing about that is that without the balk, that might have been a double play ball. So that'll bring up the first baseman, Isaac Brewer, with the runner at third and 2 down. Brewer hitting 156. He's driven in 10. Max trying to get out of this inning and keep the game tied. The pitch.
Good pitch.
Low, ball 1. Thomason's next offering popped up into center, coming in McKinnon. He will make the catch, and the side is retired, but Centennial ties at a run on 2 hits, a hit batter, a man left. After 2 innings, we're all tied at 2. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Top of the third inning, Bulldog Baseball brought to you by Community First Credit Union with 17 locations to serve you. By Slayton Polaris, your home for the best deals on Polaris Rangers and ATVs. Call or stop in and see them today, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. And by Sonic Drive-In, featuring made-to-order American classics, signature menu items, and speedy service from friendly car hops. Cruise on over to Sonic on North 63 next to Walgreens for the ultimate Sonic experience. Colt McKinnon will lead off the top of the third. Bulldogs and Centennial tied at 1. He'll be followed by Dominic Delahoy and Mitch Wood. McKinnon hitting .255. He's driven in 8. He's on base .375. First pitch from Trey Morris is a strike 0-1. Morris walked Delahoy to start the game. Mitch Wood drove him in with an RBI double. Since then, Trey Morris has struck out the last 6 Ottumwa batters. Now the 0-1 to Colton. High chopper third base side, could be trouble, but a nice play on the run by Williams. Throw to first. In time is the call. Oh, my goodness. Boy, McKinnon hit that bag, and I thought he had it, but out is the call. It was a nice play to get to that chop, ranging to his left by Tate Williams, but, boy, are you sure that throw beat him? I don't know. That brings up Dominic Delahoy. He walked and scored in the first inning. At least Ottumwa finally put a ball in play after 6 straight Ks. First pitch this time to Dom. Swing and a miss, strike 1. You know, he walked on 4 pitches his first time up, so he was anticipating a strike there, but couldn't make contact. Now the 0-1. There's a liner into center. That will be caught by the left fielder, D'Angelo, in left center field for out number 2. I think the center fielder thought that would be his ball, and the wind is just blowing out to left, and it pushed it over towards the left fielder. 2 down for Mitch Wood. He hit a ringing double to the left center field fence to drive in a run in the first inning. Two out, nobody on for Ottumwa here in the top of the third. I'll tell you what, Wood or Hyman gets the right pitch with that wind blowing out to left, they could take it out. That pitch inside to Wood, ball 1. Mitch has 1 home run this year. It was a towering, no doubt shot against Ankeny at Legion Memorial Field way back in the first week of the season. There's a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. I say way back. Way back was June 17th. That was 1 month ago today. That was the second doubleheader of the season. Hard to believe we're already in the postseason, but that's 2020 for you. The 1-1. Downstairs, 2-1. Two balls and a strike to the Bulldog shortstop. Morris has pitched to Wood. Breaking ball, strike 2-2. And now Mitch has to protect a little bit. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. 1-1 ball game, top 3. Pitch on the way. Chop foul, and that got a piece of the throwing hand of the catcher Vermeer. He's standing up, grabbing his hand in pain. Hope the young man's okay. Mitch Wood immediately takes a walk down to Coach Yeager, as much to give Vermeer a chance to shake it off as anything else. The umpire talking to the young man. The head coach just starting to make his way out of the dugout. Mark Hay to check on his catcher. Now he'll go over and talk to his coach. You wonder if they'll have him try to throw a baseball just to make sure his hand's okay, or see if he can grip one, but I think he's waving everybody off. And we'll continue play. And Ryan Vermeer will get a nice hand from the crowd, both sides. Still 2-2 to Mitch Wood. 2 out, nobody on. Top 3, game tied at 1. The line by Morris, and again the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him on a breaking ball, and the inning is over. Bulldogs go in order in the 3rd. We go to the bottom half. Game all tied at 1. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You are a player, cheerleader, or coach. Your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love of the game.
Bottom of the 3rd inning, first round of the sub-state playoffs. Ottumwa 1, Ankeny Centennial 1. Here's what's at stake for both teams. If Ottumwa wins, we know they'd play Monday. Right now, Des Moines East is at Urbandale. That game started the same time we did. Des Moines Lincoln, Des Moines Roosevelt also playing today. They're probably close to done. They started at 5. That's all in the same sub-state bracket. So if Ottumwa wins, and if East were to upset Urbandale the 1 seed, then Ottumwa would actually host Des Moines East on Monday in the semifinal. If Ottumwa wins and Urbandale wins, Urbandale would get the semifinal bye, and Ottumwa would play the winner of Lincoln and Roosevelt. We're not sure where that game would be on Monday. Number 9 hitter for Centennial is Dylan D'Angelo, the left fielder. Right-handed batter. First pitch is bunted back to the mound. Charging is Thomason. Good play, throw to first, plenty of time out, number 1. Thomason is an excellent fielding pitcher, and he proved it right there. Back to the top of the order, Avery Gates, who struck out his first time up. I do believe that we have some Centennial fans tuning in. And by the way, if you're a fan of Ankeny Centennial, you're tuning in, we're glad to have you. Your athletic director asked me for our live video stream link. I was happy to provide it. Hopefully you're getting a decent look at the game. We've got the best camera angle we could first base side. First pitch from Thomason to Gates is lifted in the air to left over towards the line, and making the catch is Andrew Cole for out number 2. Quickly 2 down. And the batter, Gabe Monosmith, who popped out to short his first time up. He popped out to second his first time up. For Centennial being the 2 seed, if they win this game, their fate depends on that Urbandale East game as well. If East were to beat Urbandale and Centennial wins, Centennial would get the semifinal bye. They wouldn't have to play till Wednesday. If Centennial wins and Urbandale wins, Urbandale gets the bye, as that pitch is chopped foul back towards the Centennial dugout for strike 1. But if Centennial wins and Urbandale wins, and Centennial would host the Lincoln Roosevelt winner on Monday. Had a bit of confusion there. The ball was fouled to the on-deck circle where Keaton Gray tried to throw it right back to Max Thomason. Not supposed to do that under COVID-19 regulations. Thomason wasn't even looking. That pitch chopped, foul at the plate just off to the right of the baseline. Count 0-2. Thomason quickly ahead of Monosmith. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on, bottom 3. No idea right now. Haven't heard any updates about that East Urbandale game. As the 0-2 pitch in the dirt, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Honestly, this is just my opinion, I would like East to win because I'd love to have an Ottumwa East matchup on Monday for 2 reasons. Number one, we get it at home, and we beat East twice at home earlier this week on Tuesday. Lost track of what day it was. Here's the 1-2. Yes, bit high, 2-2. That high strike is not being called by this home plate umpire. Well, the other reason I would rather see East beat Urbandale is Urbandale's not a great team, but I still have painful memories of that regional or that sub-state final at Urbandale a few years ago where we were 2 outs away from state and couldn't hang on. I don't want to go back there. That pitch swung and missed. It's a foul ball. Well, the batter swung and then ran. He didn't think he fouled it. The ball hit the chest protector, more rolled up the baseline. He ran after it. The umpire called it foul. So Monosmith will get another swing, or at least another pitch, 2-2. The wind by Max and the pitch. Little chopper foul, just a few feet away from the plate. Again, Monosmith didn't hit it very far. And the count stays 2-2, but he's hanging in there. Thomason trying to find a way to put him away and get the final out of the 3rd inning, keep this game tied at 1. Ottumwa 1 run, 1 hit. Centennial 1 run, 2 hits. The 2-2. Ground ball sharply and knocked down by Jaime at 3rd, but he has no play. Safe at first is Monosmith with 2 down. How are they going to rule this? They'll call that a hit. Jesus went down on a knee to his left, got leather on it, but it was just kind of a do-or-die play. And here's Keaton Gray, who popped out to the pitcher his first time up. Trey Swartz holding the runner, Monosmith on at first and having to look right into the sun to do so. Throw to first and back in safely on a dive is Monosmith. Let's check the running stats here. Monosmith 3 for 3 in stolen base tries. D'Angelo and Gates, their number 9, number 1 hitters are the double-digit steal guys. As that pitch is grounded to short, Mitch Wood has it. He'll underhand to Delahoy on the bag, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. After 3, Bulldogs 1, Jaguars 1. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Top of the 4th inning, Bulldog Baseball brought to you by Shannon and the team at Dixon's Floors and More. Stop in today, check out the awesome showroom, and let Shannon give you a free estimate for flooring, cabinets, and fireplaces. Dixon's Floors and More just past Walmart in Ottumwa. By Mike and his team and Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse in Ottumwa. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for voting them as your favorite restaurant and pizza place. Proud to support the Bulldogs. And by the Ottumwa Community School District, where they are proud to engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Go Bulldogs. Top of the 4th in this first-round sub-state playoff game, Ottumwa 1, Ankeny Centennial 1. Jesus Jaime, Brody Evans, Trey Swartz, 3, 4, and 5 due up in the Bulldog order. Jaime struck out on a full-count pitch his first time up. Trey Morris has struck out 7 in 3 innings. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. 0-1 the count to the Bulldog third baseman. The next pitch to Zeus. Swing and a miss, chased one down low, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. And there's a high fly ball to center. The wind is going to push this back a little bit. Drifting back is Gates, the center fielder, and making the catch near the track for out number 1. Boy, Jesus Jaime just got under that one. If he'd pulled it a little more, might have threatened the fence. Here's Brody Evans, the DH. He struck out on a full count his first time up. Trey Morris is up to 52 pitches by my count through 3 1/3 innings. Someone needs to keep working the count on him. Get that pitch count higher and higher. Well, there's a pop-up third base side foul. I think the wind will push it out of play. It will. And the count is 0-1 to Brody Evans. One to Brody Evans, one of the Bulldogs seniors, trying to keep their high school careers alive tonight. Swing and a miss and an off-speed pitch, 0-2. Evans trying to hang in there at 0-2. The wind by Morris and the pitch. Breaking ball outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ottumwa scored a run in the first. Just 2 batters in, they had a run. Mitch Wood hit an RBI double. That pitch low and away, 2-2. Centennial scored their run in the second. A 1-out double, then a single, then a balk brought the run home. 2-2 to Brody Evans and the pitch. Swing and a miss, chase to breaking ball for strike 3, out number 2. Strikeout number 8 for Morris. Here's Trey Schwartz, a strikeout victim his first time up. Schwartz digs in. First pitch on the way. Down low, ball 1. You're hoping for some better swings the second time through the order. Jesus Jaime had one. As this pitch is lined through the whole left side, base hit. There's another good swing by Trey Schwartz. 2-out single, second hit of the game for the Bulldogs. And the batter Blaze Rominger, who struck out his first time up. Don't know if Ottumwa would try to run here with 2 out. Schwartz is 1 for 2 in stolen base tries. Not a big base stealing guy, but he runs faster than people think. First pitch to Blaze, swing and a miss, strike 1. A 1-1 the count to Rominger. The next offering from Morris, up high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tied at 1, top of the 4th. Bulldogs have a 2-out base runner, their first runner since the first inning. The 1-1, breaking ball poked to the right side, foul, and the count 1-2. Rominger digs back in with a 1-2 count. Schwartz at first and 2 down, top 4. Game tied at 1. Pitch on the way. High, 2-2. Well, got to protect the play, but if it's off the plate, let it go. Work it to 3-2 and get that runner in motion, see what happens. First, the 2-2 pitch. It's on its way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left to go to the bottom of the 4th. Still tied at 1, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. people who want to save more, people that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you, great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Ottumwa 1, Ankeny Centennial 1, sub-state playoff action on KBIZ and on our live video stream. An update from another game in the sub-state. After 3 innings, Urbandale leading Des Moines East 3-0. Urbandale, the top seed. If they win that game, they will get the semifinal bye and advance to the sub-state final on Wednesday. And if Urbandale does win that game, if Ottumwa wins, then that means they would play either Des Moines Lincoln or Des Moines Roosevelt. We don't have an update on that game. And if we're playing Lincoln or Roosevelt, either of those teams would be seated higher than Ottumwa, but because they don't have lights, we'd probably be headed to a neutral site. Got to win this game first, though, for that to be a factor. And right now, Centennial's batting, game's tied at 1. 4, 5, and 6 in the order. Trey Morris, Jackson Powell, Tate Williams. Morris was hit by a pitch his first time up. Then his courtesy runner was caught stealing. First pitch this time from Thomason. And the pitch hit Morris again, but the umpire said he leaned into the pitch and said, "You're staying right here," so it's ball 1. But no base runner. Now the 1-0. Ground ball up the middle into center for a base hit. Fourth hit for Centennial. They have the leadoff man on for the second time. And once again, we will see the courtesy runner, Gabe Murphy. Murphy was caught stealing in the second inning. Will he try to run again? Jackson Powell, the batter, he doubled his first time up and scored the Centennial run. Umpire writing the courtesy runner down on his lineup card. And Powell, the big left-handed batter, will dig in. Powell hit a high fly to left that the wind carried over the head of Andrew Cole and out towards the fence back in the second inning. Murphy's got his lead at first. The pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Junior toes the rubber again. Comes set. Throw to first, and back in safely is Murphy. Ottumwa 1 run on 2 hits. Centennial 1 run on 4 hits. Neither team has committed an error as of yet. The pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike to Powell. Thomason hoping to get a ground ball. Powell does not run all that well. Get a grounder to short or second, maybe a turn 2. That pitch in there for a strike at the letters, 1-2. Well, letter high strike and a fastball. Do you have him set up now? 1-2. Thomason from the stretch. The pitch.
Yes.
Check swing down low, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Want to get it done right here. Don't want to go 3-2. The right-hander's 2-2 pitch. Upstairs, 3-2. Would Centennial send the man with nobody out? Powell has struck out 14 times on the year. That might anchor the runner at first. Not going, the 3-2, low, ball 4. And now a bit of a pickle here, first and second, nobody out. The batter is Tate Williams. He singled, a bloop single to left his first time up. Julian Moore out to talk to Jackson Powell. I'm sorry, Jackson Powell, the run. He's not going out to talk to him. He's going out to talk to Max Thomason. Will they ask Williams to bunt here? A little easier for a left-handed batter to bunt at third base side, which is where you want to bunt it if you got runners on first and second. First pitch outside, ball 1, no sign of a bunt yet. Thomason's 1-0. That's lifted to right. Rominger's there, makes the catch. Runner tags and holds, and there's one down. Boy, Murphy looked a little uncertain at second on that tag and decided not to go anywhere. That's a big first out for Max Thomason. That brings up Ryan Vermeer, who grounded to second his first time up. If he does that again, maybe you turn 2 and get out of this inning. Coach Yeager from the dugout calling out what play Ottumwa will put on if Centennial lays down a bunt here. First and second, 1 out, the pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. Thomason trying to pitch around a single and a walk to start this inning. He's gotten 1 out. And that pitch grounded back to the mound. He looked to third, looked to second, then threw to first, got only 1 out. There's 2 down. Well, he probably should have looked immediately to second base, tried to go 1-6-3. He did get the out at first, 1-3, 2 out, but now 2 in scoring position. And Isaac Brewer, the batter, who flew out to center his first time up. Well, you hope that doesn't come back to haunt Ottumwa right here. The pitch. And it hit him on the arm, and the bases are loaded. That'll bring up the left fielder, Dylan D'Angelo, who tried to bunt his way on his first time up, bunted back to the mound. D'Angelo is just a 154 hitter with 3 runs batted in coming in. Time is called, and pitching coach Luke Gomad out to talk to Thomason. From our seat, we're at a table first base side right behind the fence. The Ottumwa dugout, first base side dugout, is to our right. The bullpen is beyond the dugout. I cannot see the bullpen. Can't tell you right now if there's anybody up. Hopefully Thomason can bear down and get D'Angelo get out of this inning without any damage. Had a chance to get out of it on that grounder back to the mound with runners at first and second. He looked at third base, didn't have a play there, then looked at second, then finally threw to first. If he'd just immediately gone to second, they could have turned that 1-6-3 double play, and the inning would have been over. Instead, he had runners at second and third, then the hit batter loads the bases. So D'Angelo stands in. Thomason will go from the wind with the bases loaded. First pitch. Inside, ball 1. Murphy, the runner at third. Powell, the runner at second. Brewer, the runner at first. Not great speed at first or second. The pitch, chopper foul, third base side, and the count evens at a ball and a strike.
Relax, Max.
1-1 the count. Thomason's next offering. And it hit him, and that'll bring home a run. Third hit batter of the game. And the lead is 2-1 Centennial. When I hate to harp on it, but the failure to turn the double play there has cost Ottumwa at least one run, and he's hit batters that were hitting 156 and 154. Now he's got to face top of the order, Avery Gates, who's 0 for 2. Bases loaded, 2 out. Now you got to try to protect this from being a big inning. That pitch outside, ball 1. Had a ground ball single, a walk, a fly out, grounded to the mound, 2 hit by pitches. 1-0. Liner into right, that's a base hit. Rominger up with it, 1 run is in. They're sending the second runner around. Nope, they held him. Now throw back to second, not in time. RBI single Gates, and it's 3-1 Jaguars. That brings up Gabe Mono-Smith, who's 1 for 2 of the single. Coach Yeager out of the dugout, and I cannot see the bullpen, but that might be all for Thomason. His control got away from him at the wrong time, although Coach Yeager hasn't taken the ball yet. And now he does. Call to the bullpen for Ottumwa. We'll tell you about the new pitcher after this 30-second timeout on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
The new Ottumwa pitcher is Ryan Slack, the junior, making his 6th appearance. He's made 2 starts. He is 3-0 with a 1.58 ERA, 13 in the 3rd innings pitched, only 9 hits allowed, 5 runs, 3 earned. He has walked 6, but he struck out 27. Slack was the winning pitcher against Des Moines East on Tuesday in Game 2. He pitched 4 innings. He threw 49 pitches, so he's within the pitch limit to come back and pitch today. And he comes on in relief of Max Thomason, who lasted 3 2/3 innings. He's been charged with 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 3 hit by pitches. 49 pitches in all for Thomason. And Slack comes in with the bases loaded and 2 out, and Gabriel Mono-Smith at the plate. Mono-Smith 1 for 2 with a pop-up and a single. Slack's job is to get out of the inning and keep Ottumwa within 2. Ryan's first pitch, way high, ball 1. Brewer now the runner at 3rd, D'Angelo at 2nd, Gates at 1st. Slack working from the windup with the bases loaded, the 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1. Right-handed batting, Mono-Smith digs back in. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Mono-Smith chased one up in his eyes. Well, Slack a strike away from getting out of this inning and keeping Ottumwa in the ballgame. It's 3-1 Centennial. Long look in by Slack. Big right-hander is 1-2. Ground ball right back to the mound. Ryan will trot towards first and flip it to Swartz to retire the side. A good job by Ryan Slack. Centennial, though, gets 2 runs. There were 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. We go to the 5th inning. Bulldogs work to do. They're down 3-1. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time. but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me lean though.
Ottumwa High Baseball brought to you by Coal Palace Cafe and Books on West Main Street in Ottumwa, by the Train Depot, good quality gourmet food selections, and by Family First Chiropractic, where their goal is to get your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for life. Family First Chiropractic, West 2nd Street in Ottumwa. Top of the 5th inning, and the Bulldogs now find themselves trailing 3-1. Centennial a pair of 2-out runs in the bottom of the 4th. Ryan Slack will lead it off. He came on in the pitcher spot in relief in the top of the inning, and the first pitch he sees is in the dirt from Trey Morris, ball 1. Slack as a hitter this year, 1 for 7. Now the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Morris, the first 6 outs he recorded were strikeouts. He struck out 9 through 4 innings. The 1-1. Breaking ball, tried to check and went around. The count 1-2. Slack trying to hang in there. Here's the 1-2. Downstairs, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Andrew Cole, Colt McKenna to follow here in the 5th inning for Ottumwa. The 2-2 pitch. Chopper foul over towards the Centennial dugout. We'll do it again at 2-2. Centennial 3 runs on 5 hits. Ottumwa 1 run on 2 hits. The pitch. Off the plate outside, 3-2. Well, Slack has at least worked the count full. The 70th pitch for Morris coming up. 3-2. High, ball 4. Ryan Slack helping his own cause with a leadoff walk. We should get a courtesy runner here. And popping out of the dugout for Ottumwa. It's a number 14, and there's no number 14 on the card. Figure out who that is in a moment. Probably one of the sophomore call-ups. Runner at first and nobody out for Ottumwa. The batter, Andrew Cole, who struck out his first time up. Cole digs in, and the pitch. In there for a strike. That's Tanner Shark running at first. That's a different uniform number than what he wears for the home whites. We saw him the other day. So Tanner Shark at first, and a throw to first will chase him back standing up. Just a toss there by Morris, not his best move. Yeah, Tanner Shark wears 29 on the home jersey, but he's got the 14 on in the road red. So he's at first. The 0-1. Bunted, foul, right side, 0-2. Cole trying to push that first base side, but couldn't keep it fair. No balls, 2 strikes. Colt McKinnon on deck. Well, Slack was 1-2, and he ended up drawing a walk. Let's see if Cole can hang in this at-bat a while and at least make Trey Morris work. Short lead at first for Shark. Now the 0-2. There's a foul back. We'll do it again at no balls, 2 strikes. Cole digs back in. Morris from the stretch. Another 0-2. Breaking ball called strike 3. Boy, that ball ended up low in my eyes, but the umpire called it strike 3 for out number 1. That is strikeout number 10 for Trey Morris. Colt McKinnon grounded to third his first time up on a bang-bang play at first. First pitch here to McKinnon. Downstairs, ball 1. Want to know the count to the Bulldogs center fielder. 1 on, 1 out. Dogs down 2 in the 5th. Breaking ball strike, 1-1. Final score from elsewhere in this sub-state. Des Moines Roosevelt 7, Des Moines Lincoln 1. So Roosevelt advances. That pitch is a strike to McKinnon, 1-2. At last check, Urbandale was up on Des Moines East 3-0 in the 3rd. So if that score holds, the winner of this game would play Des Moines Roosevelt on Monday. The pitch in the dirt, 2-2. Bulldogs down 3-1 here in the 5th. 1 on, 1 out. Boy, you'd love to get a couple of guys on in front of Wood and Jaime. Might be your best chance. The pitch. McKinnon was getting out of the way, and it's called strike 3, 2 down. My goodness. That brings up Dominic Delahoy, who has walked and flied out 0 for 1. He scored the only Ottumwa run at this point. And if he gets on, Wood's on deck. First pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. At a leadoff walk, that courtesy runner, Shark, is still there with 2 down. The 0-1. Breaking ball grounded right side, but it's to the second baseman, Churchman. Throw to first. And the inning is over. No runs, no hits, a walk, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Ottumwa down 3-1. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
Bottom of the 5th inning. Sub-state playoff baseball on KBIZ. Your Ottumwa Bulldogs trailing at Ankeny Centennial 3-1. Ryan Slack on the mound. He came on to get the Bulldogs out of worse trouble in the 4th inning. Kept it at a 2-run game. Got the only batter he faced. Now he's out there for a full inning of work. He'll face 3, 4, and 5 in the Centennial order. Keaton Gray, Trey Morris, Jackson Powell. Gray has popped out and grounded into an inning-ending fielder's choice. Ottumwa got a run in the 1st. Centennial tied it with a run that scored on a balk in the 2nd inning. Then the Jaguars a pair of 2-out runs in the 4th to take a 3-1 lead. Slack's pitch bunted. Slack will come in and field it. He's got time. Throws to first. It's low, and it's unable to be dug out by Swartz. Goes down the line. Racing for second and holding on there is Keaton Gray. And that'll be a 2-base error on Ryan Slack. He had time. He just short-armed the throw, unfortunately. They've put a hit on the board. That is not a hit. That throw was bounced in there. If it's on line, it beats him by 3 steps. You cannot give him a hit there. Thankfully, the scoreboard is not official. That, if you call that a hit, that is ridiculous. First pitch to Morris, upstairs, ball 1. Trey Morris hasn't been retired yet. He's been hit by a pitch, and he's single. Runner at second, nobody out, 1-0. Outside is the call, 2-0. Different spot in the order. Centennial might bunt here, but Morris is their cleanup hitter, their best hitter. Now the 2-0. Up high, 3-0. A walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, to be honest. Create force plays all around the diamond. The 3-0 pitch. That's inside, ball 4. I don't know if they pitched around him, but again, it doesn't worry me that much. We'll once again see Murphy, the courtesy runner. Thank you to the fan who just came down and brushed a spider off my back. I didn't even know. Don't have eyes in the back of my head, of course. Jackson Powell, the batter, doubled and scored in the second, walked and scored in the fourth. First and second, nobody out. The pitch. That's in there for a strike to the left-handed batter, 0-1. Ryan Slack could really use a ground ball right here. First and second, nobody out. The 0-1. High chopper, first base side. That'll be a foul ball. And the count 0-2. I'm glad that one went foul. If it stays fair, it's an easy play for Trey Swartz at first, but it would have moved both runners up. A ground ball near the bag at third that Jaime could pick up and throw to first would be the ideal play right here, but at 0-2 with nobody out, getting a strikeout would be a pretty big boost as well. Here's the 0-2, up high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Boy, Keaton Gray getting a huge lead off of second. I thought he was going to run for third there. One ball, 2 strikes. Slack, a long look back at second, now another look. He's going, he'll step off, throw to third, and a balk was called. Now the umpires are conferring here. Time was apparently called. Home plate umpire said he called time. So they send Gray back to second after all that. That was confusing. And the pitch. Down and in, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. A pivot and throw back to second had him leaning. The throw deflected off the runner, and it was over towards Delahoy, thankfully, who picked it up. Ryan Slack with that inside pivot. He had Gray leaning there, but the throw kind of hopped in there and deflected away. Still 2-2 to Powell. And the pitch. Inside is the call, 3-2. Well, you got to throw a strike right here. You don't want to load the bases with nobody out. Ottumwa's already down 2. They can't afford to fall behind any further. 3-1 the score. 2 on, nobody out for Centennial here in the bottom of the 5th. Another throw back to second. The tag not in time. Boy, Mitch Wood thought he had him. Someone nearly caught Keaton Gray napping there. Slack, another look back at second. Runner goes. The pitch is high, ball 4. Well, after all that, an error and 2 walks have loaded the bases with nobody out, and the batter Tate Williams, who singled and flied to right. Infield going to play in for Ottumwa. You've got to cut down that run at the plate. It's a force play. They begin to hit it back to the mound, turn a 1-2-3, get 2 outs out of this. Bases loaded and nobody out. Slack will work from the windup and the pitch. And that's a fly ball to left, pretty well hit. Going back is Cole. He will make the catch. That is deep enough to get the run home. The other runners will hold. It's a sacrifice fly for Williams. Gray scores an unearned run. It is 4-1 Centennial, 2 on, 1 out. Ryan Vermeer, the batter, he is grounded to second, grounded back to the mound, 0 for 2. Righty to lefty, Slack's pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Murphy now the runner at second, the courtesy runner, and Powell the runner at first. The 0-1 from Slack, and that fly ball is out to right center, pretty well hit. Rominger going back, that is in the gap and all the way to the fence. It'll score 1 for sure. They're putting the stop sign on Powell at third. An RBI double for Vermeer, and it is 5-1. That'll bring up Isaac Brewer, who has flied to center and has been hit by a pitch. They will pinch run for a courtesy runner for Vermeer here. And that courtesy runner is Trey Hansen. Swing and a miss here by Brewer for strike 1. You now have Powell at third, Hansen at second. Slack winds and delivers, and it's up high, 1-1. Ryan working from the windup with runners at second and third. The infield in, the pitch popped back and out of play. And the count 1-2. Second and third, still only 1 out. This inning started with an error on a bunt, and then a couple of walks to load the bases, a sac fly, then an RBI double. The pitch dips down and in, I should say, 2-2. Slack winds and the 2-2 pitch. Oh, a fastball hit him in the helmet. And the bases will be loaded again. He's okay as Brewer tosses the bat away. Coach Yeager out of the dugout, and that might mean the end of the night for Ryan Slack. I think it'll be Tyler Shark to come in now, it looks like, as John makes his way to the mound. Hasn't taken the ball from Slack yet. Slack is kind of explaining what he's seeing out there. See if John makes a decision to leave him in or take him out. Ottumwa down 5-1, and Centennial has reloaded the bases with 1 out here in the 5th, looking to break it wide open. And they're going to leave Ryan in there. So Slack will have a chance to clean up the mess. The batter, Dylan D'Angelo, who is bunted back to the mound for an out and driven in a run by being hit by a pitch. Slack from the first base side of the rubber, toes it up. The right-hander winds and delivers. Downstairs, ball one. Corner infielders are still in with one out. The middle infielders are a double play depth. The pitch. Letter high strike. We're even at 1-1. Update from Urbandale. They lead East 5-0. That pitch popped up. A late jump coming in for Cole. He gets there, makes the catch, sliding down, and manages to flip it to Wood. Jackson Powell did not run from third. He tagged and stopped. I have no idea why. Cole got a late jump. He had to slide down to make that catch. Centennial with a base running miscue there. Bases stay loaded with two out. The batter, Avery Gates. And Slack has a chance to get out of this inning with only the 2 runs scoring. Gates 1 for 3 with an RBI. Ground ball right side. Diving stop by Delahoy. Throw to first in time. Got him. Inning over. Major league play by Dominic Delahoy to retire the side. Centennial gets 2 runs on just 1 hit. There was 1 error, and the bases are left loaded. We go to the 6th inning. Dogs work to do. They're down 5-1. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Top of the 6th inning. Getting late on the Ottumwa season here if they don't rally. The Bulldogs trail Ankeny Centennial 5-1. Could have been worse, but an outstanding diving stop was left by Dominic Delahoy at second base to get the final out of the 5th inning. Mitch Wood, Jesus Jaime, Brody Evans, 2, 3, and 4. And down 4 if you're Ottumwa here, you need Wood and Jaime to get on base, come through, find a way to put something on the board this inning and get enough batters to the plate this inning and the next to make sure that both Mitch and Jesus get another at-bat in the 7th. Well, Mitch pops up the first pitch left side. Third baseman couldn't find it, but it'll be the shortstop, Gray, to make the catch for out number 1. And to bring up Jesus Jaime. Zeus is struck out and flied to center, 0 for 2. Ottumwa scored a run 2 batters in. Dominic Delahoy walked and Mitch Wood doubled him home. Bulldogs have only had 1 hit since. That was by Trey Swartz. Breaking ball high to Jaime here, 1-0. Sun setting out beyond the third base side, out to the west. Swing and a miss by Jaime, 1-1. Lights are on here at Centennial. They've not taken real full effect yet. 1-1 to Jaime. Chased one down low, swing and a miss, 1-2. Trey Morris has struck out 10, at least. Might be 11. Here's the 1-2. Off speed outside, 2-2. It is 11 Ks for Trey Morris. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 12 for Morris, 2 down, and the batter Brody Evans, who was struck out twice.
We need the ball in play. Make their defense work. Let's go.
See if Evans can start a 2-out rally here. You don't have to get all 4 back this inning. We're down to 4 outs left. The pitch. There's a strike, 0-1. Morris has gotten the pitch count under control, too. He's at 88 right now. As that's a ground ball sharply, but it's right at the shortstop. Gray throw to first. And the Bulldogs are gone quickly in the sixth. We go to the bottom half. Ottumwa down 5-1, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love of the
Bottom of the sixth inning. Bulldog baseball brought to you by Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications, Lisco of Fairfield. And by River Hills Community Health Center with locations in Ottumwa, Centerville, Oskaloosa, Richland, and Sigourney. They've been growing healthy communities for over 20 years. Visit riverhillshealth.org for updates and more information, or you can find them on Facebook. New pitcher for Ottumwa, left-hander Tyler Shark will now come into the game. Shark on the season making his fifth appearance, all in relief, no record, a 2.21 ERA. 12 2/3 innings pitched, 13 hits allowed, 8 runs given up, but only 4 earned. He's walked 6, hit a batter. He struck out 6, and opponents have hit .217 against him. He'll face 2, 3, and 4 in the Centennial order, Monosmith, Gray, and Morris. Ottumwa got a run in the first, but Centennial tied it in the second, then added 2 in the fourth and 2 in the fifth. Trey Morris, by the way, should be good for the seventh inning for Centennial on the mound. He's at 89 pitches through 6. Ottumwa may just want to take as many pitches as they can in the seventh, trying to get base runners and maybe get him out of there. Anyway, first pitch to Monosmith. Lefty to righty is outside from Shark, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Shark winds and delivers. And a pop up. It's out of play over our heads. And the count even at a ball and a strike. Shark looking in, has the sign. Here's the 1-1. It's low, 2-1. Centennial 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Ottumwa 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error. The 2-1. Pop foul back. And unable to find it and make the catch was Julian Moore near the backstop, so it's a foul ball, 2-2. I think the wind played a little trick with that one, too. The wind, look at the outfield, it's blowing to the left field corner, but that also means it's kind of blowing across the backstop right to left and might have pushed that one back as Julian Moore ran under it. Now the 2-2 pitch. Lifted in the air to left towards the corner. Long run for Cole. That's a foul ball out of play. And we'll do it again at 2-2. Both Sharks have gotten into the playoff game here. Tyler on the mound, of course. Tanner Shark was in as a courtesy runner in the 5th inning. Gray digs back in. Monosmith digs back in. Gray is on deck. Here's again the 2-2. That's lifted in the air to right. Rominger right there. Blaze makes the catch for out number 1. Keaton Gray has popped out, bounced into a fielder's choice, and reached on an error, scored a run. He's 0 for 3. That error, he tried to bunt his way on, and the throw got away. Shark trying to keep Ottumwa within striking distance, or at least shouting distance, at 5-1. That pitch popped up right side, foul territory, long run, Trey Swartz, and not able to get there. That'll land untouched for strike 1. Delahoy also hustling over there, Rominger as well, but nobody could get to it. Oh, 0-1 to Keaton Gray. The line by Shark and the pitch. And that bounced into the leg of Gray. He's hit by a pitch. That is the 5th hit by pitch of the game Ottumwa was allowed, with 1 on, 1 out, the batter Trey Morris, who's gotten on base all sorts of ways. He's been hit by a pitch, he's singled, and he's walked. Other action in this sub-state. Urbandale leading Des Moines East 9-0 going to the top of the 7th last check. So Urbandale looks like they'll move on. That pitch popped up to shallow right. Delahoy over behind the bag. Goes down to, and he makes a nice catch. Fair territory just inside the line on the grass behind first base for out number 2. Another nice play by Dominic Delahoy. 2 down, runner at first. First time they've retired Morris. And now here's Jackson Powell. He's been on base 3 times, a double, a pair of walks. He scored twice. So Urbandale about to finish off Des Moines East and move on. Roosevelt beat Lincoln 7-1. That pitch upstairs, ball 1. So Urbandale is going to earn that bye and go to the sub-state final on Wednesday. Roosevelt awaiting the winner of this game. If Centennial hangs on, the game will be here on Monday. As that pitch chopped first base side foul. And the count 1-1 to Jackson Powell. If Ottumwa rallies to win, they'd play Roosevelt at a site to be determined on Monday. Bulldogs right now down 4 with 3 outs left in the 7th inning. But first, though, they want to get the final out of the 6th inning. The 1-1 to Powell, and he pops it foul left side. That should carry out of play. Jaime running over, but not quite out of play, but up against the fence, well out of everybody's reach. And it's 1-2 to Jackson Powell.
Come on, Tyler, you got this, kid.
Tyler Shark trying to pitch around the 1-out hit batter. 2 out and runner on first, bottom 6. The lefty from the stretch, and the pitch. Line into right center, that could be trouble. Nope, McKinnon's there, he makes the catch to retire the side. Well, the Bulldog season comes down to the top of the 7th. Need 4 to tie, 5 to take the lead. They're down 5-1. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate.
Top of the 7th inning. Last chance for Ottumwa in this first-round sub-state playoff game. They need at least 4 runs or the season will end. It's Centennial 5 and Ottumwa 1. Trey Swartz leads it off. He's 1 for 2 with a single. One of only 2 Ottumwa hits in the game. Bulldogs had an early 1-0 lead. Delahoy walked. Wood doubled him home. Swartz has the only hit since. Bulldogs have only drawn 1 walk in this game. Trey Morris's 90th pitch is lifted in the air behind the bag at second. And coming in, calling off the infielders, is the center fielder Gates to make the catch and quickly 1 out. I would have thought you'd be taking some pitches here down 4, but swung at the first pitch there. 1 out, nobody on. Blaze Rominger, who was struck out twice.
Come on, Blaze. Contact, Blaze. Ball play.
Morris's pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Trey Morris has struck out 12, walked 1. He's allowed 1 run on 2 hits.
Come on, Blaze. Base hit.
The 0-1 to Rominger. Swing and a foul tip, 0-2. Pedro Gonzalez is on deck. That pitch in the dirt all the way to the backstop, 1-2. Gonzalez would pinch hit for Tyler Shark. Rominger just trying to get on. He's down on the count, 1-2. That pitch lifted up foul and out of play, right side, into the bleachers. Behind me to my left, count stays at 1-2. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that pitch lined into left center field for a base hit. A 1-out single for Rominger. Some life in these Bulldogs still. And here is pinch hitter Pedro Gonzalez. Pedro batting .233 on the year with a couple of runs batted in. RBI is not critical right now for Ottumwa, just got to get base runners. Just got to keep working your way through the order. I know it feels like your big guns. Wood and Jaime are a long way away, but just one at bat at a time. Poke a base hit through, draw a walk. Do whatever you can to keep getting on base. 1 on, 1 out. You get 2 more runners on, you get the tying run to the plate. And remember this, early in the season, Ottumwa was down 4 in the final inning to Ankeny, the Hawks, who were ranked second at the time. Bulldogs scored 5 to win. Swinging a foul back by Gonzalez, 0-1. So it is not out of the realm of possibility. Ottumwa's done it before, and honestly, they did it to a better team. Ankeny High was better than Centennial over the regular season, and the Hawks, I believe, beat the Jaguars twice. One to Gonzalez. 1 on, 1 out. The pitch in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher Vermeer. Count is 1-1. That's 97 pitches in case you're wondering for Trey Morris. Work a couple more long at-bats, get on base, maybe he can't finish. The pitch downstairs, 2-1. Centennial may be sending someone down to the bullpen. Yes, they are. That is Trey Hansen, who we saw earlier as a courtesy runner. Time called, and now a conversation on the mound as their head coach Mark Hay heads out of the dugout. Boy, Hansen would be an interesting choice if they go to him. He's in the bullpen sporting a 6.30 ERA. If you're a Ottumwa, you'd love to see him come in. No discredit to the young man, but the way Trey Morris has been pitching, they'd prefer to see pretty much anybody else. Trying to find a way, though, here in the 7th. Morris about to throw his 99th pitch. Rominger, the runner at first with 1 out. Gonzalez at the plate. The pitch. That's called a strike, 2-2. If Pedro can protect the plate right here. The right-hander's 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chased one in the dirt for the 2nd out. Bulldogs down to their final out. That was pitch 100 by Morris. Here's Andrew Cole. He struck out twice, once swinging, once looking. Well, now you got to get on. And if you get Cole on, and then McKinnon behind him, Delahoy in the hole is a tying run right now. Runner at first, 2 down, the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Centennial is not holding Rominger on at first. I'd get a big lead, take second. They don't care. Take the defensive indifference. You eliminate the force at second. He's not going. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Ottumwa down to its final strike. Andrew Cole trying to keep his high school career alive. He's one of the 8 seniors on this squad. Oh, 0-2 to Cole. Morris from the stretch, Cole ready, the pitch. Called strike 3. Cole can't believe it. But that's the ball game. Your final score, Ankeny Centennial 5 and Ottumwa 1. The Bulldogs will end the season period with a record of 11-11. Centennial will play host to Des Moines Roosevelt on Monday in the sub-state semifinal. And the winner of that game will play Urbandale in the sub-state final on Wednesday. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and get you the totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made-in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Cole Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Cole Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
Yes, the great outdoors is wide open. So why not make the most of it? Expand your family's freedom with the off-road's best. Like the only built-in GPS that doesn't require a cell connection. And group tracking that lets you spread out on the trail, but stay together for the journey. Polaris, think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
Watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Baseball on KBIZ. The season comes to an end in the first round of the sub-state playoffs this year. The Bulldogs fall at Ankeny Centennial by a score of 5-1. Let's run down the totals for the victorious Jaguars of Centennial. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 8 on base. The winning pitcher was Trey Morris. And for Ottumwa, 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error, 4 left on base. Max Thomason is the pitcher of record on the losing side. The ballgame took 1 hour and 43 minutes to complete. Centennial moves on to the sub-state semifinal with a record of 14-11. They'll host Des Moines Roosevelt on Monday. Ottumwa's season ends with a record of 11-11. With the season ending, It's time to say goodbye to the Bulldogs seniors, and obviously this was a season like no other. These kids had not been in school since mid-March. The ones that were spring athletes lost their spring seasons. For the longest time, you didn't know if they would play summer or not, but they decided that it was safe enough anyway to play summer baseball and softball in the state of Iowa, so we've gone forward. Obviously, not every team has made it through the season without an issue, but certainly kudos to everybody involved with Ottumwa High School, Ottumwa High Athletics, Scott Moss, the athletic director, Mike Egbert, the assistant, John Yeager, the head coach, his whole staff, and all the players, everybody surrounding the program for conducting themselves in really a professional manner all season long to make sure they are able to play the season safely, finish the season safely, no incidents with COVID-19 throughout the season. They lost some games to weather and other factors, but they got to complete the season, a season they didn't know they would get to start. And so certainly we've been privileged and blessed to be able to have this season and for us to bring it to you here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. And we want to give a fond farewell and thank you to the 8 Bulldogs seniors numerically on the roster: Dominic Delahoy, Marcus Saunders, Brody Evans, Brody Slack, Brendan O'Leary, Hunter Gullion, Andrew Cole, and Pedro Gonzalez. Gentlemen, it's been an honor to narrate your senior seasons here on the microphone. Thank you for everything you've done for Ottumwa High baseball. Certainly wish all of you the best moving forward. We're going to take one more 3-minute timeout and wrap up the baseball season on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says "I love you" for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
And welcome back one final time to Ankeny, where the Bulldog baseball team has its season come to an end in the first round of the sub-state playoffs, falling to Ankeny Centennial 5-1. Let's thank all our sponsors one more time: Meridian Credit Union, Patrita Orthodontics, Champion Bowl, Community First Credit Union, Slayton Polaris, Sonic Drive-In, Dixon's Floors and More, Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse, the Ottumwa Community School District, Cold Palace Cafe and Books, Family First Chiropractic, Lisco, and River Hills Community Health Center. A big thank you to Bulldog head coach John Yeager for helping us prepare for the broadcast tonight. I've had the privilege to work with John every year that I've been doing this. Obviously, last year not being on the air, I really missed it. It's good to be back doing Bulldog baseball again this summer. It's a privilege to call it always. John's been so great to work with, so thank you, John, for another great season. A big thank you to our producers as well: Annie Argo, our on-site video producer; Brandon Drew, our radio producer back at the KBIZ studios. And, of course, we're not done yet. We have regional softball starting tomorrow night. Bulldogs hosting Urbandale. That'll be at 7 o'clock. Again, a reminder, it's only live on the radio tomorrow night on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ. We're not allowed to live video stream. We asked the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union for permission to live stream because of the COVID-19 pandemic. They refused to change their policy. You can send your complaint letters to them. But we're live on the air. We'll have the video of the game up. We're not allowed to post it for 24 hours, but we will record video of the game tomorrow. Finally, I want to thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight, because without your support of these broadcasts and of Ottumwa High Athletics, none of this would be possible. So thank you for tuning in to Bulldog Baseball on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. My name's Jason Van Arkel. I'll talk to you tomorrow night when the Bulldogs softball team opens regional play at home against Urbandale. Until then, good night, everybody.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Patrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Patrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.